Hello there everybody, it's raining and I'm NihonTiger and welcome back. I've got another little project here that's going to be something we're working on for GenerikB, BdoubleO, and Etho. I don't know whose video I'm going to attach this to yet, but they have asked for a little bit of help with the Nether Hub. They have set up a new little shop thingy, whatever. And this is kind of what they came up with, but we are gonna, as GenerikB would say, how does it say it? Purify it. Yeah, I think that's right. So we're gonna come up with a little bit of a design, maybe a little bit of an interior design too. I don't know yet. In case you're wondering why the colors are like that, I'm working on a Sonic the Hedgehog thing. Anyways, yeah, we're gonna do that. So I'm gonna cut right here, and we'll be right back with the purified version of this. Phew, it took forever, but finally came up with a little better design here that I like it a little bit. So just first off, just want to note here, we got stone slabs, which might not really fit with the hub design. The reason for that is because I don't have the new snapshots or anything like that. So this is taking the place of nether slabs right now, whenever those get in here to nether brick slabs. So just for those of you who are able to have nether brick slabs, imagine that these go there. I am poor. But here I want to show off the idea, and the idea actually that I saw this in the comments as well, so I want to give some shout out here to a guy named MinecraftianWhale who said the exact same thing that I was going for here. I don't want him to think I was ripping him off or anything like that, but he mentioned the idea of possibly having a storefront and then the path to each of the little bases, hubs, whatnot, back behind the shop. I think that's a really cool idea, and if not, you can still kind of use this design. I just made it a lot fancier than it probably would need to be, but here's what I used. I've got some glowstone here in the pillars. It does change up the nether brick fence here, makes this a straight one instead of connecting on either side. I kind of like that. I kind of like the look. It's a little different and breaks up the monotony. And just a little bit of glowstone here in the supports on either side. Added in some nether brick up here on the top, just for a little bit of ornamental look, and then the ceiling is glowstone and half slabs for sandstone. And this is constructed to kind of be a stairway. I kind of saw, I think it was BdoubleO was kind of playing around with the idea of this being a stairway here to another level. So I've kind of gone ahead and done that. Again, these are nether brick slabs. And back here, it's just an empty space. I don't know what to do with it. Maybe we can make this storage. This could be like a storage area. You know how out in front on the regular nether hub they have all that up. It would be up there, but they have all that. They have those storage chests out in front of each of the rails. You could possibly make a larger. In fact, let me see here real quick. Let me get some chests out. Let's see how much storage you could fit in here. You could fit a lot more storage. That works. That will not work. That's maybe that will work. And then you could have like storage here and up here. So you'd have 4.5 chests worth of space in here. So that's quite a bit more storage than you would have. You could even make this a your ender chest. You could have an ender chest right there. Look at that. That looks nice. I like this. So 4 full chests and then an ender chest. That'd probably be more than enough storage for your needs. So yeah, let's go with that. And it's starting to turn night, which is pretty cool because I've got a chance to show off the illumination inside. Light levels in here are pretty good. They're about, I think they stay around 10 is I think the lowest, and it's on the stairs. It gets down to be a little bit about, yeah, like right here it's like a little dark, a little tin here-ish, but you could pop some torches there, whatever you need to make it look cool. And again, these are the stairs. They're kind of oriented to go up to the next level, so that this would be the next level and you would build on here. And I wasn't on board the glass half slab idea before. I thought, oh, that'd be cool, but I don't really need it. Oh, I wish I had them here. These would be glass half slabs, and then you'd have some kind of illumination, maybe like a glowstone block or a redstone lamp or something in the floor, and you'd have like the glass half slabs over that, and it would look really cool. So, Dinnerbone, sorry, but you gotta get glass half slabs in this game. Come on, man. Come on. The technology's there. Alright, so let's go back around to the front here, take a look at it. Take the info off there. And I've kind of stuck with the original design but made some modifications, and here you can see kind of what I wanted to do with this. And I have it decked out in my colors, which I usually do orange black stripes because yeah, you figure it out. So here is the sign out front as it was before. I've taken these half slabs. These are all nether brick stairs. I almost said nether brick half slabs. I don't have them. But I don't have them. But what I've done is I've gone ahead and adjusted this and kind of did a little bit of a repeating pattern here. So it goes from nether brick to sandstone to nether brick again, back to sandstone. So you kind of get this a little bit of a striping pattern here, and it looks really cool. It breaks up some of the monotony that you might expect to see if you did the whole outside with nether brick. But here I've kind of turned this into more of a more traditional step up entryway rather than having the nether brick half stairs there. So you've got some half stairs on top of a full block, and then they kind of come up here to this upside down one, and these connect around. So you kind of get almost this ancient kind of storefront. It looks older, really cool. And on the inside I've kind of got that same thing going on here. I don't have these connected because these will disconnect from this middle stair, and it looks really weird. I don't really like it so much, so I decided to break the stairs I had here and keep this as is. Now there's an option I'll show you here real quick. I'll show you, see if I can get some that's great. But on the inside here I've kind of got a striped carpeting. It's cross pattern. I do kind of like the cross pattern, and again I've done it in my orange black color configuration. But as you can see, there is a possibility here, an option of extending that pattern out here to the front as well as an additional marker. The one thing I don't like is that you can kind of get caught like you used to do on the half slabs. But it does offer another visual marker. If you don't see that one up here, you see this one down here, and you're like, oh, there we go, right inside. So just an idea. You can take it or leave it. You could also cover it back up if you don't like it. It doesn't really affect it either way. So come on in up the steps, and I've kind of decked this out a little bit to make it shoppy, I guess, because the idea here is this is a shop, and then your nether track is back that way. And the idea here is all of the lighting is in the ceiling, and up here I've used the smooth sandstones to kind of give a little bit of a contrast between the smooth sandstone, to give a little bit of a contrast in between the regular sandstone with the cracked look. So you have this pattern here and then this pattern here that are different, and it really kind of catches your attention. The outside here is just regular nether brick blocks. Didn't really think of anything to do here. You can kind of customize it, but the one thing that's a problem is this is a shared wall, so whatever you do on the inside here will be inverted on the outside here. So you probably wouldn't want to do too much, maybe just a stripe going along the side or something like that. You wouldn't want to make some fancy pattern because it would look kind of weird and it wouldn't really look uniform. Let's see what else to put a little bit of light back here, I've done these another brick fence with a glowstone on top. Just think it looks nice, and made myself a little counter so I can stand behind it. Hi! And a little pot with a flower on it just for decoration. Got a couple of fence gates here to kind of act as like, oh, you can't go back here. This is the shop. Now I'm ready to sell whatever I'm going to sell. And I pointed out out front. If I didn't point it out front, I've got the smooth is out here as well, doing the same transition underneath here, and then it transitions back to the crack smooth zone. So just a little bit of a transition break there. And these are the ones with the creeper faces on, because hey, they look cool. Why not use them? Now, the best part, the part I really want to show off here, is another door, which is, please work. Oh, didn't work. Oh yeah, I didn't connect it up. You know, so didn't connect it up yet. I knew I forgot something. So let's hop around back and I'll show you what I did first, and then we'll show you how it works. So here we are with the Nether brick door that's hidden. It's a hidden piston door, so I want to make sure I get the right bricks here, because I'm going to otherwise be really OCD and be like, ah, why isn't this right? Okay, so that goes like that. And actually I'm going to extend this out a little bit more, because I want it to not connect. Okay, so that's cool, and that should connect now. What I've done is, it should work hopefully, but Zasuma Void has put together a compact T flip-flop, and that's the design I'm using here, and that's why this wall actually exists, because I couldn't hide it, so I just decided to make it stairs. Hooray! But very easy to build. You just need a button, a redstone torch, 2 redstone pieces here, and 2 of the repeaters set up in a configuration like this, so one of them's locked. They're both set to 4. I'm sure GenerikB knows all about this because he's on Hermitcraft. And you press the button. Magic! Yay! So press the button again, and it shuts. And what's cool is, because of the fact that these are in series, I think that's the correct term. I just have a basic piston and a glowstone stack going up to the top, and then there's another one underneath. But because of how these operate, they actually kind of counteract each other. So what if I left them both on? Would they both shut off? That would be interesting. I haven't tested that yet. I think they might not. I would think that they would depower, but I'm not sure. Nope, that's the problem. That's the only issue. So ideally what I may need to do is hook these both up to a inverter, and then have this inverted so that somehow you keep them both from being in the same series. So that's one thing you do have to remember, is that if you have, you know, one of them toggled, you can't have the other one toggled on as well. So that might be something I need to fix. But in this case, yeah, it doesn't work like that. So always make sure, I guess, if you use this design, to make sure they're toggled. I may have to play with the redstone a bit, but you know, I know you have Generic and Etho. They can figure this out themselves. They're both good at redstoning, even if Generic can't spell redstone. But there you go. So that's pretty much a quick run. I may have to, you know, tweak the redstone a little bit here and there to get it precise, but I will leave that task to you, gentlemen. I just wanted to do this as a kind of a proof of concept. But you would have your nether portal or whatever, rail, what have you, back here, and it'll go wherever you want it to go. So this is kind of it for the design idea. I hope you guys enjoy this. You don't have to use the full design if you don't want. If there's any elements you like and you want to combine with other people's designs, by all means, be free to do it. And if any of you are watching and you're like, hey, it's a cool design, do you mind if I use it? Sure, go ahead. You know, anyone can use this. I don't really care too much. As long as you guys give me a proper shout out, that would be all I ask for. That's all anyone really asks for who does the redstone stuff. So just that, yeah, you give them a little bit of love. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and as always, good luck, good mining, and I'll see you guys next time I'm here on my prototyping server, save file, thingy, whatever. Bye now.